to Unsigned 518. I'm here with Eric-Jon Tasker. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And, and we've met before. We've run into each other several times. I remember one time it was Tulip Fest like a couple years ago. I was wandering around lost, and you were like, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, friendly face. It's awesome. So we've known each other for a while, but we've never actually, sat down and talked.
No.
So this is really the first time. And obviously I'm familiar with your music, familiar with what you've been doing in the area, but I want to basically open it up for you to tell folks that may not know who you are or your name, basically to your chance to kind of tell us your relationship with music or just kind of whatever. So I guess
Sure.
let people know what's up.
All right.
No pressure.
Okay. All right. The whole cake and boodle. I did music for a long time. I had a career, back late '90s, early 2000s, and did music for maybe about 15 years, and then sort of not walked away from it, but stopped doing it for a while. And then I moved here to upstate New York. And once I moved here, I started meeting people and couldn't get away from music. And once people started finding out that I, had done stuff, could sing, had some recordings, they're like, well, why don't you do that and play shows and stuff? And my response was always kind of, why? And I still don't know why I'm doing it again, but I have started doing it again, and the response has been positive, pretty positive.
And when you say you walked away, was it because I know doing something professionally. And I've never been a professional musician, but I've talked to enough of them to know that it's not quite the same as hanging out with your buddies playing in the garage or playing local gigs. There's a certain amount of pressure that can build. And was it something like that where you were like, this is a lot and I want to step away from it? Or did it just kind of happen to...
Well, it did start out, just hanging out with buddies, making music, but I was with the same guys for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
And, we all pretty much had the same vision of where we wanted it to go, wanted to do the label and the everything and the famous and whatever. And then, we started having different visions at some point. Well, while we were recording the first album, the drummer came up to me and said, I want to be singing half the songs on the next album. And I was like, well, okay, but I'm the lead vocalist.
You're like, what am I going to do?
Well, yeah, right? And I was like, what if how about you get your own band and I'll play guitar for you? But he's doing really well for himself now, and he's a phenomenal singer and great artist in his own right, but it just kind of threw me off a little bit. But as the years went on, we did another album, and sure enough, he was singing more, not half. But everyone started having input in the songs, where I started out being the lead songwriter and vocalist. And by the time we ended up splitting, there were 4 different people writing songs, contributing and singing, and it just kind of wasn't the same band anymore.
Right. And so, was it almost like you didn't want to do it without the core people that you'd been doing it for more than a decade? Or was it you needed a break altogether, do you think?
It kind of ended poorly.
Okay.
It was like a bad breakup. I thought I was gonna do it the right way and say,
and that shit hurts.
Yeah,
I
was like, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna support all you in whatever you do. And they did not take it well, and they kind of came for me. I'll be very vague about that. But it just got so messy so quickly, and it was all not political, but I just didn't want to deal with that side of it.
So was it almost like there was that sting left over, and you didn't want to, almost like a relationship, you know what I mean? Almost like, I got fucking hurt, and I don't want to do it again. Was that why?
I think a little bit later it was that, but right at the outset, once we kind of split, it was, if you have a breakup, whose friends are whose, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like, can I get a gig there? No, because I'm, it wasn't really that bad, but it was such a weird thing to navigate, weird waters.
And I guess after that long, it's that's a long time to be in a band, 11 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And for it to especially be ending not great, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's probably a shock not only to everybody within the immediate circle, but even like fans that have no fucking idea what's going on or what's happening.
And I think a lot of them still don't.
Right.
A lot of them still don't know what happened. But it was management, and because we had a team. I'm currently unsigned, so that is still.
Oh, what a great place for you to be!
I know. So I fit the parameters here, and I don't know that I do ever want to be signed again. But it was that area too, like the agents and the management. But that's all the past.
Right.
Right.
And now, but I mean, and I don't know what other scenes are like so much like, but I think here it really. There is a scene that allows control of the artist to have the control.
Oh, yeah.
For everybody to like just be like, I'm going to do this, but I also do this, and I also do that. And it's, like I've never seen anything like it, to be able to just be like, like myself, I literally just fucking decided I was going to be part of the scene. Like I'm just going to step in and be like, hey, I'm here now. I'm part of the scene. And everybody was like, yeah, cool.
That's
come on
in,
man.
I did too. And I know a number of people just do that because you can.
Yeah. And like there's not, a lot of scenes. It's like everybody's gatekeeping and this and that. And I've never met a more helpful scene.
Yeah. I looked into like, just because I came from Boston, it was a bigger scene. And we did a lot of stuff in New York, but so the city, I mean, and when I came here, when I started doing music again, I was inquiring about like, are there management places? Are there like booking agencies? And everyone was like, no, none of that. And I was like,
yeah, no, you just put it together.
Yeah. It reminds me of, when I started doing music, we had to kind of do it all ourselves until we had people doing it with us.
And it like gives you that and especially like now, like with like the online distribution, like DistroKid and whatever the other ones are, where like
it's all different.
Where what do you need a label for? Like honestly, unless you like really wanted to like tour and really wanted to build it, but if you're like I just want to make and put out music and have people hear it, like, you can do that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of scenes where you fucking can't. There's no room because everybody's trying to get to the top. You know what I mean? And it's like you can't be heard in a stampede of people trying to get to a stage or whatever.
No. Here, I think, too, a lot of it is live. Like, if people can do it live, audiences are drawn to that.
Yeah.
And I've kind of always tried for that. I'm still working on my voice, trying to, be pitch perfect. I can't do that, but people resonate with authenticity, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I've ever been trying to do.
Yeah. And I mean, to talk about, not to veer too far off, well, I mean, I guess it's right directly on topic, but the Eddies, like that was, you stunned a lot of fucking people with that performance because, like, and I don't know if people just didn't know what to expect, but, like, I think they thought it was going to be a little more a subdued performance. And, like, when that shit kicked in, like, it was like, oh, yeah, wow, jeez. Oh. Like, a lot of people were like, holy shit.
Good.
And, like,
good.
My immediate circle, like, I was sitting, like, with my band, and we were all, like, doing the, like,
well, that's giving me chills. Yeah, that is good to hear.
It was awesome. And like that, like something like that, like having that, being able to perform at that caliber, like at that show on your own terms. How did that feel?
Incredible. I used to play bigger stages back in the day. And so once I came here and no one knew me, I could tell people things. But they're all, oh yeah, whatever. I was like, I gotta show them. So when I think I went to Eddie's 3, maybe 4 years ago with Haunted Cat, and when I saw the bands that were playing, and I was like, I know it would go over really well here. So I was like, I just got to figure out a way how to get there. So yeah, once I got invited to do it, I was like, oh good, this is gonna, I hope. And so not. Lots of times things don't go the way they're supposed to go. Almost all the time, things never. But for some reason that day, almost everything went the way it was supposed to go, and it just came out the way I wanted people to hear it, and that was such a good experience. Yeah,
I mean, it was, like I said, a stunning performance. There was a lot of people that were just like, wow, goddamn, like,
good.
That was fucking wild.
Good.
And And you said like obviously like playing bigger stages. Do you feel like what would be like the difference in feeling between being on the big stage but almost like being at someone else's behest, I guess, or a smaller stage, like having your own thing. You can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, play wherever you want. Like, what do you find? What are like the pros and cons of those?
What do you mean being at someone else's behest?
Like, because like being signed by someone.
Oh.
I guess like having to do what someone tells you. Like
God.
someone's like, hey, you're playing here. You're doing, and you might be like, I don't want to fucking do a tour in Alabama, and they're like, here you go. Like,
Yeah.
or but you're getting to play these prestige, bigger places. I guess what would be the pro to having to be able to write your own ticket? If that makes sense.
No, yeah, it does. You're giving me flashbacks I hadn't thought about. I mean, because there'd be so many times I'd like get in the bus or the van, and I just didn't want to do it that day.
Right.
I didn't want to do it.
Because you're a human being.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
Yeah, and there were songs where like, don't say this, don't say that, you can't say that word, and I was like, and at the time I was like, whatever, fine, I'll change the words. But now it's like, especially now, it's like, who cares? Like they wanted me, some of my bandmates wanted me to change my lyrics to be like heterosexual love songs instead of gay love songs. And I'm like, but that's not my experience.
So they wanted you to just be inauthentic.
Yes,
for their sake.
And I did.
Like, right.
And I did do that.
Sucks.
So yeah, so I'd be getting on the bus, going to sing these songs that I didn't really, that were representing me. So now, actually, it's funny that you're bringing this up. Now I have a show coming up, imminently. It'll be after this airs.
Probably.
But it's like an hour and a half, which I wasn't expecting. So now I get to sing a bunch of songs that I've never performed before live, that and some other songs that I'd written, and I get to change the pronouns and change it to be more authentic to who I am. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
So I don't know if I answered pros and cons, but
no,
I
think that's a
myself.
fucking pro right there.
Yeah.
Is that you can be like, no, I'm not changing who I am for you for any reason. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's still a little scary, and I don't know why that is, but
I don't know. I mean, do you feel like I don't know if you are, but are you at this point still not chasing fame, but like are you trying to get to an elevated level, or are you kind of happy where you are and just singing songs and making music? And
I don't know. I think if that comes, fine, but now I'm just interested in recording music, putting music out, and playing more shows.
Right. See, to me, I'm like the opposite. I'm terrified of fame. Yeah, I guess I'm terrified of it. Like terrified. Like I would hate it. Like,
yeah,
I would hate it. Like I'm scared. Even just like that's one of the reasons like I don't do a video podcast. Like I don't want to put. I was in radio for a long time, and nobody knew who I looked like. Yeah. Like back in the early 2000s, when radio websites I always had a picture of someone else, a stock image as me, and when people would see me out in person, it'd be like, "Hey, are you the guy that I hear on the radio?" I'd be like, "No, I am not."
Yeah,
like, and like so that shit scares the shit out of me. So for me, this type of scene and this like local scene gives me that outlet that I've needed for decades, but I've been scared to put my heart into it because I wouldn't like where that road led, if that makes sense. Like, and this is like a different path where I do get to put my heart and soul into music, but understand that, several dozen people are going to hear it. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, that's good for me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't necessarily think that I want maybe fame, but, and not that I'm chasing anything. Oh, at the Eddies, I was out in the hallway and someone came up to me. I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name, but she went to the same college that I did. That's when I started in Boston. She came up to me just to say, "Were you in a band back in the day?" And I was like, "Yes, I was." And she's like, "'Cause I was out in the hallway and I heard your voice." And I was like, "I know that voice. Where do I know it from?"
Oh, wow.
It sounds like the old band, and then she came in, and sure enough, it was me. And so to get recognized for my voice, not even for, I don't know, for anything else, that was a cool feeling. So if that's what fame feels like.
But I don't know if that is.
That.
I think that's like, if you're talking like tip of the iceberg, that's like one single like shaved ice cube off a tip of the iceberg of fame. You know what I mean? That's the good shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the
I don't
good,
want the maybe not the flip side.
And then like underneath it,
they're standing outside your house 24/7.
Right.
I don't want that part.
I mean, I was on like fucking bullshit terrestrial radio in Vermont in like the early 2000s, and I had a stalker, and she didn't know what I looked like. You know what I mean? And like, it was scary as hell. And I'm like, this person doesn't even know what I look like.
Yeah.
And they were stalking me. They were like stalking me. We had to like, it was, it's a story for another time, but it was fucking wild. And
that's the weird part.
And that's the weird part.
What I would like is, for me, songs are always connected with experiences lots of times, where you were the first time you heard it, or it's like connected to a special moment. So for some of my songs to be that for people, that would be a great feeling.
And they absolutely are. You know what I mean? Like, they are. Like, they are.
So I hope so. Yeah.
No, they are. Yeah. So like,
maybe.
you're a success.
Yeah. Okay.
But speaking of that music, let's hear some of your recorded stuff. So what are we gonna play?
Well, let's play the song that I played at the Eddies. Quick story about this. I had a little songwriting deal, so I had to turn out 2 songs a month. And this came kind of at the end of that, where I'd like written a lot, and I started just challenging myself with like concepts and conceits. And for this song, I wanted to try like the fewest notes, the fewest words, and really play with like rhythm and melodies and things like that. And this is what came out of it. Can't Stop Thinking About You.
All right, cool. Well, let's check out Can't Stop Thinking About You, Eric-Jon Tasker, and then we'll be right back. can't stop thinking about you, Eric-Jon Tasker. And we were talking a little bit while the song was playing about your future, kind of writing more songs and performing more. But you also mentioned something that I thought was interesting, but was the thought of writing for other people. Like what's that?
Well, I hadn't mentioned, but I've written some musicals, or on my way to finishing some musicals, and so I always kind of come at songs from like a character's point of view, or from like a not necessarily my own point of view, but like if I were this person, how would I feel? So a lot of those are in female voices, specifically this one play that is called A Little Death. But so coming up, there's a lot of songs that I like that I've written, but aren't necessarily for me. So I want to see if I can find other people that maybe that would like them, that would want to put them on an album. And additionally, just write new material for people that need stuff, because everyone's always recording around here.
Right. And, how do you, like, when you say writing, like, from a character, like, I think that's really, I don't consider myself, like, a songwriter. Like, I've written a couple songs here and there, but it's fucking hard to write a song. And, but, like.
Hard to write a good song.
Right. All right, fair enough. But how do you choose, like, a character to write from, you know what I mean? Like, how do you embody someone that doesn't exist and write a song from their point of view?
I hear you, well, I went to school. My degree is in acting, so I always have to take a script and, apply it to myself. So in sort of the similar way, I take maybe the character of the song and put them in a situation and figure out, maybe what the conflict is, what they want, or the motivation. And then, that's what dictates how the song goes.
So you almost approach it as not even almost, like you approach it as an actor. Kind
of, like I become like the quote-unquote narrator in the lyrics, narrator of the story of the person in that song. Yeah.
And that's another conversation altogether, is acting, because acting's fucking hard too. And I don't think people realize.
I just finished a play in Latham at Curtain Call Theater.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And is acting something you've been doing forever?
No, I stopped acting to do music.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
I did the first play since 2001. I did that first play in December of this year, past year.
Do you think having like an acting background matches with a performance?
Oh, hell yeah.
Aspect of it? Like,
that's why I feel so comfortable on stage. I think just from doing it so much, but a lot of that came from the acting and the training.
Yeah, because I just like, because I'm pretty not shy, but like I'm a little like not super confident on stage, like when we first started playing, because I've only been in a band that performed live for 5 years.
Yeah.
And like before that, I had never really done it. Oh, well, I played in some cover bands, but when you're playing bass in a cover band, they're basically like, shut the fuck up and stand in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would just stand in the back and play the bass. But like, I would basically pretend, all right, you're a rock star, you're a 22-year-old, fucking, you have a ton of energy, you're like, go out there. And that's how I would approach performances and be like, I'm someone else now. And it worked.
Yeah, that was your character.
Yeah, and it like really worked. So
yeah, that's all it is.
That's what I do. I'm like, no, my characters, and I'm like super confident, and I've been doing this my whole fucking life, and and it works.
That's the key.
But I'm a shitty actor though.
Oh well.
I'm pretty good when I don't have. I've been in a couple of like no budget horror movies.
Oh, nice.
And I'm really good in the ones where I don't have any lines. I played a masked serial killer. And I didn't have to say anything.
Awesome.
Like, I was great in that.
I want to see that one.
Oh yeah, you can. I'll show you. It's getting like distribution, and like I'll tell you all about that. That's a story for another time, because I'll go down a fucking rabbit hole. But anyway, so you want to write like songs for other people, and is that something that you want to have the songs? Because I don't even know how that works. Like, would you write the songs and then shop them around to be like, hey, because I know like. who's that? Linda Perry from
Yeah.
Four Non Blonde. Like, she writes songs for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think what she does is she writes the songs and then says, who wants it? Or, hey, do you want this? Or whatever.
Well, lots of times artists, when they're recording the new album, they also go out and solicit and be like, who has songs? And Linda Perry's like, here's 7 I got for you.
Oh, I didn't know that searching for songs. That's a good idea.
I mean, sometimes they have just like, they book like whole freaking buildings and just have production teams sitting all making different songs, and then Rihanna comes in, listens to this one. No, she goes into the next room literally, and she's like, yeah, I'll like this one, I'll sing these vocals, and then she moves along.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, that's like a factory kind of how they. So I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So I do.
You're like, I have a factory. It's Schenectady. It's I'll pump out songs all day.
It's mine will come from like personal. I mean, if someone asked me to, I might do that. But mine, the way I want to do it now is I have personal relationships with people. Like Aaron from Metroland sang in the musical that I did last year, one of my songs. So if Aaron ever wanted to record that, I'd give a thumbs up. It would come out of things like that, just genuine personal relationships I have with people who I know are like recording artists and maybe looking for material.
Right. I mean, I might hit you up.
Yeah, I got like 60, 70 songs and only maybe 20 of them recorded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. And, like, how would that process go? Like, do you have, like, demos of them or, like...
Yeah, I have demos of all of them. Do you know Mikey from Sugarhold?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I recently hit him up because I was, like, going through my songs trying to figure out what to play, and I heard this one song, and I saw Mikey doing that song, and I was like, I gotta ask him about it. So I sent it to him. I pitched it to him. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I haven't heard anything about it, but it's like that. It's like if I hear a song, one of my songs, and I know a person, I'm like, oh, that'd be great.
I love that
with this person. Yeah.
And that's where, and you know what is funny too is because like there's almost like this onus on like smaller bands to like be songwriters and performers, and again, I admit I'm not a songwriter. I am in a band with people that are, which helps. you know what I mean? But like me myself, I am fucking not. But I would really like to branch out and be able to play like solo acoustic stuff or like have like my own songs. And I think even having songs that like someone had written is gonna almost like give me tools to write my own.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And maybe it starts with getting songs from someone else, but eventually it could. Yeah, I know. Now I'm just thinking out loud.
Well,
going,
in that case, it could also be a collaboration because I have a lot of songs that are written, but a lot of songs that are like half written, and I don't know where to go with them.
Oh.
So I could like be like, do you want to work on this? You want to collaborate on something?
Yeah, hell yeah, we got to talk.
Yeah,
my brain is spinning.
Yeah.
But speaking of songs, we're kind of running out of time. Unfortunately, I am up against it. I have a hard out. Gonna go shoot a music video. But let's hear another song. What do we want to play?
This one is now called Two Friends. It was originally called Jack because I wrote it about someone named Jack that I had a thing for, but I had a partner at the time. So I changed the name of the song to Two Friends.
Oh, and now it's Two Friends.
Now it's Two Friends, but it'll always be Jack.
All right, cool. Well, let's listen to Two Friends, Eric-Jon Tasker, and then we'll be right back to wrap it up.
Someday I'll have you for my own. Trust me when I say that I won't leave you alone. When I'll take whatever you will give, but there's only so much bullshit that my heart can forgive. And if I don't mean nothing to you, please explain these things that you do. Cause if you ask me one more time to come back up to your place, I'll take it out on your face. In the summertime, and friends seen on any given day are not particularly mean. But they say if you hurt my heart, they'll beat your ass, rip out your eyes, and tear you clear apart. But I won't let them get to you, even though you treat me like you do. It's 'cause I'm stupid and I let you self myself up and regret always doing the things I do to get through. So self-deception may continue in the summertime. You will be mine, and we'll do this right if we have to fight. We go on and on and on and on and on, and then you take your love away. We go on and on and on and on and on, and then you take your love away. We go on, we go on, we go on and on and on and on and on and on. We go on, we go on, we go on and on and on and on and on and on. You can be the jack in the box, the bottom to my top. You can be the jack in my beanstalk. You can be the jack in the box, the bottom to my top. You can be the jack in my beanstalk, baby. You can be the jack in the box, the bottom to my top. You can be the jack in my beanstalk. You can be the jack in the box, the bottom to my top. You can be the jack in my beanstalk. We go on. We go on and on and on and on and on, and then you take your love away. We go on and on and on and on and on, and I'll take every word you say. We go on, we go on, we go on and on and on and on and on and on. We go on, we go on, we go on and on and on and on and on and on, because I love you, yeah. Yes I do, yes I do, yes I do. I love you, yeah. Even though I know it's wrong.
That was Two Friends, Eric-Jon Tasker, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come up and do this, even though, you know, the GPS sent you on a fucking wild goose chase for whatever reason, but, you know, we made it, and we're here. But before you go, I want to give you a chance to say what I refer to as your gratitudes, so the microphone is all yours.
All right. I guess first and foremost, Drew from Haunted Cat, and everyone in the band. Drew's been really encouraging of me to get out there and do my own stuff. Excuse me. And Shane, the Super Dark people, everyone there, Tex, Rachel, No Fun. Tom has been nice enough to let me do some stuff at the Jive Hive. Mikey has been really instrumental in like helping me facilitate some things. Thank you, Mikey. And you, Andy, thank you for doing this. Thank you for having me up here.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, he is Eric-Jon Tasker. I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned518. I'll see you on the road. Unsigned518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you'd like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening. Or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.